Previously on Survivor Washington. After failing to blindside Emma at the previous tribal council, Lindsay and Kitty attempted to regroup and fight to retain their positions within the game. Kitty decided to slide under the radar in hopes that Lindsay had painted a target on her back.
Emma was more mad at Lindsay than at me, so I think I put Lindsay out in front of that so I didn't get the blowback.
However, her read on the game was wrong, as Emma had caught on to Kitty.
I knew who I couldn't trust anymore. Kitty, because Kitty started the whole entire thing.
Lindsay, on the other hand, went into damage control and started scrambling to secure her relationships in the game, eventually convincing Emma to reveal to her and Sarah in a show of good faith that she had found her second hidden immunity idol of the game. After winning individual immunity, Lindsay's efforts began to pay off. At Tribal Council, playing too passively came back to bite Kitty as she was blindsided by the tribe. 7 are left. Who will be voted out tonight?
It's funny because I think he still thought that he was okay when your name popped up.
I thought he was okay too. I thought he was okay. But yeah, it's like I felt bad, but it was like I
felt worse for Kitty, honestly. I felt worse for Kitty.
Well, I was just she almost cost me my game. Like she almost cost a bunch of people their games.
The idea of coming here, I never thought I would be here on day 3. I thought I'd be first one out for sure. Waking up today felt amazing. I'm so happy to be here.
This whole 3 days. The whole 2 days so far.
But I don't know, she don't cross her name.
So I'm so excited that I made it to day 3. And Hunter kept asking me, like, how have you changed in this game and what mask have you taken off? And I wanted to say, well, my pants have changed because this big hole wasn't there until last night. I was so nervous. I assumed I was going to rub people the wrong way, or people weren't going to like me, and I was going to get voted off first. It was going to be so embarrassing. But as the game went on, I started feeling more and more confident. I feel confident, and I feel like I can pull this out.
It's like going to win this evening.
I think I'm safe for a while, and I think one of the main things is that Emma and I synced up and had an alliance right from the start. And it's kind of always been my underlying alliance. Emma saved my butt first round by telling me that that Molly had a target on my back.
How Stefan was said that really poetic metaphor for the Cold War. Yeah. That's literally that's when I knew I needed to play my idol. Dead serious.
I did think I'd get this far. I knew that it wasn't going to be easy because I knew I was so scared I was going to be a really big target from the very beginning. I think what's gotten me this far has been my intuition, reading people. I read everybody's emotions last night.
But this time, that time it was like...
I was like, I understand you're really trying to sound poetic and survivors right now, but that's really, I can see it.
I also think people think I am too big of a threat to try to go against me, and I think now that Kitty, I got my biggest threat out of the game. I think that's what's really helped me, is I got Kitty out of the game.
I know what's going down.
Like the theme of my game so far has just been like Connor trips into good luck situations time after time after time. I happen to be at the water at the right time, or I happen to talk to the right people at the right moment, and they ask my opinion, and it's in line with what they're thinking. And if you go back to the touchy subjects challenge, I was one question away from winning, so my reads aren't completely wrong, but I'm not completely able to act on them for some reason, and that's kind of been the realization for me out here, is I can have the correct reads, but can I actually, act on them to make myself a real contender to win the game?
Definitely me and Emma have good targets on our backs, so the conspiracy going on. I told Emma before, that everybody that was feeling those are people who feel consensus and we're gonna vote for it. Then me and her like tight knit out. So.
I threw the hinky vote at Satu last night, and I was thinking, apparently Satu said very similar things, like about how he can't trust Emma on the new iteration of Wilkinson after the swap. And it was 3 Carbonado and 3 original Wilkinson. And they could have very easily taken the opportunity to go head to head, but instead, from my understanding, they both teamed up and they went against Brett. And then, if you notice, after the merge, they voted together on every single vote after the fact. So that entire thing is clearly a ruse.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're neutral, of course.
Of course, yeah. Like, at this point, I really have nobody. I'm like just trying to survive travel by travel. If I can hang on to your coattails and go as far as I can, like, that's the best possible outcome.
Yeah, you know, like, that's definitely the benefit you in the long run.
You know, me and Emma are like PB&J right now, so I'm actually really liking this right now. This is, I don't know, I didn't.
I'm a vote for, I'll vote for you at the end.
The plan is we're trying to get Connor in, you know, as the token, you know, guy, the top 3. You know, if either me or Emma win that, I mean, I'm not saying that we will.
Right out of the Nectar game.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Wow.
I'm so out of the running and so like such an easy target, especially like after how the touchy subjects challenge went down. You know, I can do whatever the fuck. I can do whatever the hell I want now. Like, I can throw a hinky vote. I don't have to follow orders. I don't think I have a shot at winning, no. But, you know, as long as I'm here, I might as well fuck up some other people's games, right?
I know, he's all excited and like,
Yeah, that's right, because Fresno, you said, right?
I'm Orange County, so I'm right by Huntington Beach.
Yeah, because we went to. Is there only. Just gonna record? Alright. Perfect.
Good work, Lindsay. That's complete.
I'm glad for the next 12 hours.
It only took the first 4 boots of the merge to get here, but...
There's maybe like this loose connection between Kaya and Connor based off of kind of necessity, and then like I kind of have stuff going on with Emma and I kind of have stuff going on with Lindsay, some stuff going on with Lindsay and Emma, and I feel like I'm in a pretty terrible position and they're all gonna vote me out now.
Well, he said it when I was like, I don't need to do it. I said I don't need to. Now I'm working closely with Lindsay and Connor. Unfortunately, that is only 3 people. Fortunately, Lindsay seems to have developed, or maybe unfortunately, we shall see. Well, yeah, we shall see, is that Lindsay seems to have developed a relationship with Sarah.
Lindsay's like,
We actually filled it one
don't talk to Connor or Kaya or it's gonna look suspicious. And it's like, there's so few people here, like you can't tell me no.
Like I don't, it's hard for me to tell at this point if it's paranoia. At one point Lindsay was like, don't, like we've got stuff figured out, but don't talk to Connor or Kaya because you haven't done that very much. Don't want to look sketchy. Also, like, made a promise to Emma and Lindsay. I'm kind of hoping that we would be final three, which I think Emma has no intention of keeping. I don't know that Lindsay does.
And you're just like trying to keep me from outing around like Stefan did, or like, is that because you're trying to position yourself as like the person between Emma and Sarah and the person between Kaya and Connor, and then that way she can like be.
We all decided we weren't gonna really like talk a lot to Connor and Kaya, but Sarah thinks it's like a ploy in case Lindsay's trying to get them to vote her out. I think she's being overreactive though, so I'm not listening to anyone that apparently. I'm gonna make sure that I feel how I feel. But I think that's kind of Sarah's personality at this point. Sarah gets really, really paranoid.
Don't worry. Yeah, no, but yeah.
The big fern with the red dots on the bottom, dots on it.
Grass stinging nettle all up in my arm.
I think it's getting bigger, right? It's bright red. Yeah. Or not. It's.
I think we got a medevac here.
No! No!
That idle area, I didn't want to like even try with that because with all the stinging nettles.
I played this game differently than I said I would have. Yes, I'm still looking for my position. Like, I'm actually shocked that I made it this far, into this game.
I had a ton on my ankles when we were looking for the idol at Old Carbonino.
I never got that.
That way, I want to like still fly under the radar. If I were to be the big attention whore of this entire game, then people would see me as dangerous. I think talking less, like being less out there is the best thing I can do right now.
No! I'm at this point where I really think, like, just do it.
More difficult because we wanted to vote him out ASAP because he's just too big of a threat. I'm sorry, Satu. You're too big of a threat. I was planning on, carrying Satu along longer if Kitty was still in the game. If Kitty would have been in the game longer, then he would have been in the game longer to get her out, but he is kind of next in the pecking order.
Satu is playing really emotionally and all about competitions, and he thought until 5 minutes ago that challenges would determine the winner of the game because he had never seen a full season of Survivor. And I was like, okay, but who would you rather go against, Emma or someone like me who is physically inept? And he was like, I'm always up for a challenge. I was like, that doesn't sound good to me at all.
We were talking, I don't know if you guys heard while you were in your tent. We were just talking like you love the guys. But we were talking
The last challenge, and when it comes down to me and Emma, final, that's going to be like the main event. That's going to be like the Rock and Stone Cold, type deal.
Crazy drop. How it's just like last minute. I don't know. It's one of those things.
Come on in, guys! Alright, go ahead and line up. Scout, yeah, there you go. Okay! Are you guys ready to get to today's immunity challenge?
No.
Yes, sir. Really, the least passionate I've seen you guys all weekend. Alright, first things first, Lindsay, I will take that back. Okay. Alright. Once again, immunity is back up for grabs. Are you guys hungry?
No. Yeah, I'm really hungry. I'm starving.
Satua and Emma. Erica, you look excited.
This isn't, this is just another thing that we're doing.
Alright. You guys ready to get to it?
No.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's do this.
Alright, traditional Survivor eating challenge. Here are the rules. You'll square off against one person eating a food. Again, one of your groups will be of 3 people. The first 2 to finish will move on. Each person to finish the food that you're given will move on to the next round and until there are 2 left. 2 left will finish the last foods, and the winner will win immunity. Straightforward? Okay, we will draw for spots. We'll get started. Kaya, you are vegetarian, correct?
Yeah.
But you're doing this challenge anyways.
Oh yeah.
Really? You want immunity that bad?
Yep.
That's commitment.
Yep.
All right. This is pig skin.
It's just like a hot dog. I don't eat hot dogs. I know.
Is this, are these? Yeah. Okay. So, again, first to swallow it. First to swallow it and show me a clean tongue is moving on. Got it? Okay. Round 1. Survivors ready. Go. Ugh, that sound.
Raise your hand when you swallow it.
Kaya, moving on. Kaya, when was the last time you've eaten meat like that?
More than a year ago.
Wow. Congratulations.
And meat like this, never.
Does that make you want to, you know, turn back? Change sides?
No.
Even worse, reinforces your
my
beliefs.
life
Okay.
Speed, guys. Got it. It's okay.
Set 2. Taking on Lindsay.
Lindsay, dude, you got it.
You are vegetarian as well.
I am.
And how long have you been vegetarian?
Like 6 months.
Okay.
I'm also being really picky, even without that.
All right. This is not too bad.
What is it? What?
Baby octopus.
What? Are you? Oh, I eat fish. I eat fish.
Seafood.
Okay, yeah, this one's easy.
I eat fish.
I eat this.
There's a gross factor to it, but
Okay, now I'm like excited. Yeah, I love sushi.
Actually, wow.
yeah, okay. Survivors ready. Go. Set 2 downs them all. First one to show me a tongue. Set 2 still has 1 on his plate.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
Lindsay chewing. Set 2's getting it. Lindsay, moving on.
I have it on my mouth. You're still chewing on? You guys got this.
So we've got Sarah, Emma, and Connor. This is the stomach, right?
Oh, thank God.
What is it? What kind of stomach?
This is pork stomach.
Okay, I've had that before. All right, let's do it.
Looks like raw
So, did this come out from like one of the farm's cows or something?
No. This came from a great place called The Store.
I love this.
Me too. The great store.
Oh.
I throw that back in there. We're not eating this? We're not using this for anything, right? Okay. Round 3. Survivors ready. Go! Emma and Sarah chewing slowly while Connor shoves everything in his mouth. He's chewing harder. Emma and Sarah are chewing slowly.
Got this.
Little bites. Emma coughing it up.
Just as soon as it's in,
Comes back.
I don't know if I can swallow. It's like fat.
Emma thinking she's got it. She's almost there. I can see it in her face. Emma gagging it up. Keep it down. Keep it down. Tongue out. Emma and Connor moving on. Sarah, out of the challenge.
Rebecca.
I literally couldn't chew the last bit, so I had to just swallow it.
All right.
I don't even get a breather. Like,
Got this, ladies.
All right. This is not bad.
What is it, Freddie?
This is wild herring and wine sauce.
oh, yeah, this is fish, right? Can you eat this?
I don't eat anything with
Oh,
an animal, but
sorry. This is from our ancestors.
we have plates.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give you this. All right.
Put that down.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. I wasn't paying attention.
Kaya is strategizing by stacking hers. Emma's just on his way. Survivors ready. Go. Kaya swallows them all instantly. Kaya, moving on.
Oh my
Emma,
goodness.
out of this challenge.
Damn, I didn't know she was getting
Instantly. Surprisingly fast. Emma didn't even finish the ones on her
She
plate.
didn't even chew it.
All right. Next round is Connor taking on Lindsay.
I'm really good.
You guys could choose to do one of the previous foods, or
We could do the one that neither of us did.
which one was that?
Didn't do the octopus.
No, what was the first?
The pig skin.
Pig skin.
Yeah, we can do that. Hey, I am not eating this shit for no reason.
Is that good?
Yes.
I want someone to eat chicken feet.
Oh yeah, and
You can eat chicken feet.
No, not me.
She wants to see us supper.
All right. So Lindsay and Connor have chosen to do the food that neither of them have tasted yet, which is pork skin. Moving on to the final round. Survivors ready. Go! Lindsay downing it, Connor chewing. Lindsay can't get it all in her mouth all at once, but can she swallow it? Tongue out. Connor by a second. Moving on to the final round. It's Kaya and Connor.
Oh, what's the...
The final round.
Oh.
Before you guys get up here.
What is that?
This is the heart of a pig.
Not evenly sized.
Yes, I know.
Oh!
It's a lovely shade of gray.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Pig heart. Here we go. For immunity. Eating pig heart. Survivors ready. Go!
Holy crap.
Oh, Connor and Kaya both underestimate the thickness of the heart. Eat that heart! Disgusting.
Eat your heart out.
I was thinking that, yeah. We gotta eat your heart out. This is fine dinner for two.
The date.
Very awkward first
No,
date.
worse.
Better than a date with me at Tribal Council though, without immunity.
Oh. Come on, Kaya.
That
You're weird, baby. You like probably practice your food. Oh, fuck.
No! Connor sees me chowing down and he's like, I
Wait, are you eating it?
That was beating at one point.
Emma throwing a huge mental pick from Kaya's challenge.
No! I'm so proud of you! No, don't do it! Don't do it!
It's closer than we think. Kaya actually getting extremely close. Kaya could win this. Kaya wins immunity! Vegetarian, coming in, eating meat. She's got it. Don't throw up at the plate! Don't throw up at the plate! Don't throw up at the plate! Okay, Kaya, am I safe to give you immunity? Face your tribe members, please. Congratulations. Well deserved. Immunity is yours. Kaya is not going home this round. Congratulations, Kaya. Rest of you guys can't say the same. See you at Tribal Council.
We go into this challenge, and Hunter's been hinting all freaking day that we're gonna have a big breakfast, and I was like, this is not my day. This is the worst thing that can happen. I have not only not eaten meat, but I don't eat any animal products at all in my normal life. And I was so nervous, but I was like, I did not put the heart of a pig in my mouth to lose immunity. I did not do that. Like, I'm not here to just F around. I'm here to win. And if I can't win this, like, what can I win?
I just say pork skin, and I didn't win immunity.
I lost to a vegetarian.
Yeah.
I actually see my name come up very often. If it's not whoever like the camp is talking about, like a consensus, then it's gonna be me, like coming up real soon.
But then when I got to thinking of like, it's gonna be so boring to watch these two like people just steamroll to the end to take Erica as a potential goat and walk away with a victory. The thing is, I think people really like and respect Erica as like a maternal figure, as a social player. But I think the jury so far, like we have Stefan and we have Kitty, who are both huge Survivor fans and both like hardcore players who were really scheming and plotting the entire time. And I think they're more apt to award somebody who was more overall strategically savvy, socially savvy, and physically savvy. And I think Emma and Satu both fit that criteria.
So I think part of the reason why everybody I've voted for has gone is that it's not been on an emotional basis whatsoever. It's just been completely game oriented. I also think that my original alliance with Emma I think we've really just both been in sync about who we want, and so that right there is 2 votes, and that will continue this round. And we're voting for Connor. I'm voting for Connor, and I believe we're voting for Connor.
I went to the bathroom and I saw Kaya and Connor, and they came up to me and they were like, "Are we just like, you guys are just gonna let her win, right?" And I was like, "No, me, you, Sarah, you two, me, and Sarah. That's for. Don't tell Situ. Don't tell Erica. We have the advantage."
I'm not sure what's happening with the vote. What I hope happens with the vote is that Connor, me, Lindsay, and Sarah can get together and take out one of the stronger players in this game. Hopefully that would be Emma, because she's too good. She's too good socially, she's too good physically, she's too good strategically, and she makes me nervous. So by taking her out, we then again have the majority, and I think we may be able to ride that out.
Yeah. Like, no, I was so. You were like,
And the whole time, guy thinks she's gonna.
Oh, we were nuts. I just like after.
But we want it to be as soon as Emma goes, the other two will be so easy. And I'm nervous because I know what a competitor she is. But we can't wait much longer. Otherwise, it's going to be a predictable. She marches to the end, and we all didn't do anything about it.
What do
you want to do about it?
Like, I really do still want to get Satu out. That was the plan to
I think.
I still feel like I'm in the mode of anybody but me, and I feel like Satu has too many ties to both Lindsay and Emma, just like going to them for who to vote for. He did. It seems like Connor was the person that put the extra Satu vote last time.
I think that at this point,
like the whole women's alliance thing obviously is done, right?
Yeah, because
Kitty knows that.
Yeah.
Sarah knows that if I'm gone, she's gone. Erica knows if I'm gone, she's gone. So I think specifically Sarah and Erica know that I'm valuable to them. Me, Sarah, Lindsay, and Erica want to be Final Four. And I think that's very solid. I think that we think that's the least amount of drama. We don't want to cross each other.
Like the whole women's alliance thing obviously is done, right?
Yeah, because
Kitty knows that.
Yeah. I think she's really tired of the last 2 tribal councils, and so I really think she, like, knowing Lindsay, if she's being who she really is, like, the whole time, I don't think she's going to try to vote any of us out right now. I think it's really going to be Satu, then Connor.
Massively overthinking so much here. I feel like Connor for Emma is the easy vote, and I don't know if she is going to take that and do that, or if that's a good cover for voting me out.
Then Kaya, then it'll be us. And if I'm wrong, I'm so sorry.
I think it's all going to be an unanimous vote to get Satu out. Yep. That's it. You can stop it if you want. Oh, well, I don't need to talk anymore then, so.
Because when Brett was getting voted out, I was like so heartbroken, and I was like,
I want to see people's reactions at Tribal Council to questions and find out, like, and just watch people at Tribal Council and see where things happen.
before you make it.
Yeah, and it could be that it doesn't matter how I vote.
We'll now bring in the members of our jury. Stefan and Kitty voted out at the last tribal council. Cascadia, welcome back to your fourth tribal council as a new tribe. Connor, every tribal council you have been to, you have been vulnerable to be eliminated. In the last two challenges, you have come this close to winning it. How does it feel each and every time that you are just inching being eliminated out of this game?
Well, just because you don't have immunity doesn't mean you're necessarily inching toward elimination. But on the other hand, I have been closer in these last two immunity challenges than I mean, the performance I've had in the last two immunity challenges has been like my best of the entire game. So I'm pretty happy with that. So I can't complain too much.
Setu, talking about challenges, talking about the strength of challenges, how much do challenges weigh in terms of importance of who you keep and who you want to be around?
I think it's just how we're going to perform.
Okay, that's fine. Kaya and Lindsay both made very, very, very strong, huge statements today at Tribal Council in the game of Survivor. Last season, Kayla Moore, who was vegan, sat out of the eating challenge. You two, quick to get right in it, and you were both in Final 3.
Yeah, I haven't eaten meat in 6 months, and I didn't think I ever would again, but I for sure didn't think that it would be pork skin. But, I mean, I'm here to play. Didn't taste well. I don't have any desire to go back to eating meat, but I know I'm in a game, and you never know what could happen, and I'm here to play.
And Kaya, pretty much everybody thought that Connor had you beat until you swallowed pretty much an entire pig heart. How did that feel? What was going through your mind during that moment?
I did not put half a pig heart in my mouth to lose. So I put that other one in my mouth and just swallowed it, and thank God.
And Sarah, what was it like watching that?
I was pretty glad I got knocked out early, so I didn't have to eat it.
Fair enough.
It was good.
Like I didn't want to lose, but also it was like if you're gonna lose early.
The pig heart was the least offensive thing on that menu, in my opinion.
Emma, day 3. You're here. Setu, you're here. Erica, you're here. Lindsay, you're here. Kaya, you're here. Connor, you're here. Sarah, you're here. You guys have made it 3 days. Most people are happy to just make the merge, but it's a huge, huge, huge thing to make it in Survivor Washington to day 3, the last day. Emma, who are you most surprised to see here?
Honestly, I'm not that surprised. I've kind of learned through the whole experience that you really need to stay on your toes. You can never doubt anybody, especially from first impressions. You need to make sure that you're safe with who you align with, and I don't know, I feel like every single person has really stood out. And I mean, for like Kaya just went over her natural instincts to not eat any animals, and she did it to survive. He's come so close the last few challenges. Like, Sarah's a freaking beast over here and can do backflips and stuff, and like I feel like everybody has their own special niche, and they've made it far because they've had to put themselves out of their comfort zone to survive, and so I respect every single one of them for that.
Erica, what bounds are you willing to take to be able to survive in this game? What line? Are there any lines you won't cross?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to, cross a line that would be devastating to myself or another person, emotionally, physically. I just wouldn't do that.
Some people have been very upset about being voted out.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? I mean, like, there's one thing is playing the game. You gotta play the game and you vote when you vote, but you never know when those emotions are gonna come into play. So how do you take that into calculation if you're trying to avoid having a tragic experience happen to somebody else?
Well, I mean, I think that being voted out is, I'm sure it's really upsetting and even traumatizing to a certain extent, but I also think that this is an amazing experience that we all have. We have the opportunity to learn about ourselves, learn about others, learn about, where we fit in the world and where, we can improve. I just think it's an amazing adventure to be on. I think we're all very lucky that we're here and that we have this experience just to become better people.
Everybody obviously agrees, I'm sure. Sarah, what was strategy like back at camp?
It's harder to, I feel like there's more trust involved because it's harder to find time when you can talk to people and, go off by yourselves without people being like, oh, they're going off to strategize, or what's going on there. There's more opportunity to overthink who's going off together and why they might be going off together.
Were you able to strategize at all between now and the last community challenge?
I mean, I try to, but it's hard to tell.
Hard to tell.
It's hard to tell just how things are going, who's being forthcoming with you. I don't think either Stefan or Kitty thought they would be sitting on the jury, so it's hard to tell, who's going to be honest. If everyone here was able to lie to them, they could be lying to me too. And you just kind of have to go with your gut on who to trust.
Okay. I think that's a perfect summary. Stefan and Kitty don't want to be on the jury. None of you guys want to be on the jury. One of you will end up on the jury. It is time to vote. Erica, you're up.
We got a special request coming from Boston. What would you like to hear? Oh, I got a special song request from my little boy. He just turned 25 yesterday. I want to hear a special song for him. Okay, we'll play that song right now. Na 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 na. Hey hey hey, goodbye.
I'll go tally the votes. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Connor. Emma. 1 vote Connor. 1 vote Emma. Say 2. 1 vote Connor. 1 vote Emma. 1 vote Say 2. Connor. That's 2 votes Connor. Emma. We are tied. 2 votes Emma. 2 votes Connor. 1 vote Say 2. Emma. 3 votes Emma. 2 votes Connor. 1 vote Say 2. 1 vote left. 10th person voted out, the 3rd member of our jury. Emma. Emma, that's 4. That's enough. You need to bring me your torch.
I respect you all for your great decision. A couple of you are not safe. I was your only last resort for protection. So,
Emma, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. Another amazing blindside, but unfortunately for some of you, you're on the outs, and this tribe is about to get smaller. Grab your torches, head back to camp. I'll see you in the next challenge.
Well, I'm really glad that I made it this far. I knew that I would probably have a target on my back when I came into the game. I'm not upset with anybody because that was a really strategic gameplay. I would have done the same thing, honestly, if I would have been in their shoes. I am worried for certain people. I mean, you can't trust anybody, no matter who they say they are in this game, so you couldn't trust me either.
Interested in taking part in Season 3? Check our description below, and don't forget to vote for Player of the Week in our weekly poll. And join us right now for Out of Orting Episode 10, where we'll be interviewing Emma Bakke on her time on Survivor Washington.